Hello Aquarius, welcome back to my channel, Tarot with Tracy. So today we're going to be doing your reading from April 19th to the 25th. And this is intended for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to start off with a moon card, give the overall energy for the week. And then we'll pull some tarot, and then we'll pull some advice for you from the universe with a couple of different oracle decks. If you have subscribed to this channel, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. If you have not, would you please consider doing so? It helps get the messages out there, helps me build my community. It doesn't cost you a thing. And you get notified of videos whenever I post them. So if you turn on the bell. If you don't turn on the bell, then you won't get the notifications. Okay, so your overall energy this week, Aquarius, is meditate and contemplate. You guys seem to be in your head a lot, if I recall from past weeks. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, all the information is in the description box below. Please understand there's a lot of scammers right now, especially with the tarot readings on YouTube. So I'm going to tell you, if you do book a personal reading with me, you're going to see my face, number one. It won't be an email report. It won't be just my hands. It's gonna be my face, this background, everything. And the other thing is, I will never solicit you through YouTube or any other way other than what you're seeing in the beginning of each video for to book a private reading. Okay, so here we go. We have Aquarius. You have the High Priestess, the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, the Four of Swords, the Magician, wow, the Five of Swords, you guys got to get out of your head, and the Hierophant, Justice, and the Knight of Swords. This is interesting. Let's see what we have here. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Emperor. The Emperor is is basically the energy of all the kings combined. So he's smart, he's stable, he's emotional, and he's passionate. So that's a nice thing. You have a lot of major arcanas here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 4 so far. So I think a lot of you are just starting to listen to your intuition. I think a lot of you have really kind of taken a time out in life. Are you here? The Four of Swords. And not listening to your intuition. It looks like a lot of you have really done some work, some self-discovery. You know, the Hierophant climbs to the top of the mountain and finds his inner light, and then he shares that with others. It looks like there's some, you know, very independent, self-sufficient energy here. I'm not sure if it's you or it's your person. And I think a lot of you are just like standing there just watching and waiting to see what happens. And a lot of you are in your head about it. The Five of Swords, you know, this card is just like in your head. And when I see fives, it's like you're in your own way. Get out of your own way. You cannot solve anything by living in your head. And I think I've had to say this to every sign. The reason, you know, if you live in your head energy all the time, you get nowhere. You just drive yourself crazy. If you live in your heart energy all the time, you're very vulnerable. Your head and your heart are equal partners, and they're meant to be it's meant for them to work together as equal partners. And it's really hard for a lot of people to do. So something to keep in mind. When you're in your head all the time, you're in your own way, and you're blocking the flow of your life, the flow of the universe, the flow of all the gifts that are supposed to come to you. I see a lot of you are manifesting something. We have Justice here, and then we have the Knight of Swords. Let's get a little clarification, see if we can figure out what this is what this is all about. We have the Eight of Wands. That's very nice. The Queen of Cups. the Five of Swords again. You're standing there waiting and you're stuck in your head. Get out of there. When we have the Page of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the Sun. When you get out of your head, you get the Sun. Okay? You know, you have the Eight of Swords here with the High Priestess. The Eight of Swords is all about speed, swiftness, and it can also represent like Cupid's arrows. So it can really be a love card. And I think if you listen to your intuition, you can have all of that. It's all there for you. And just because you're independent and you are self-sufficient doesn't mean you don't have a lot of love to give. And that there's not someone there ready to accept it. But again, get out of your head. When you get out of your head, you get this Sun. You get, you know, that's the best card in the deck. You know, we had this Knight of Pentacles energy with the Magician. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. Once the Knight of Pentacles arrives, there is a gift. And it's very tangible, it's stable, and it's secure. And then you have the Page of Swords. Page of Swords could be like kind of cutting through the bull, you know. It's time to just like cut away all the stuff that doesn't serve you anymore. With the Hierophant, we have the Two of Wands. That's a card of like having everything. You know you have everything. And it's time to make the next step. With Justice, we have the Nine of Pentacles again, that very independent, self-sufficient energy. But just because you're independent and self-sufficient doesn't mean your life is balanced. If you don't have any love in your life, if you don't have, you know, again, you have to have that head-heart balance. Otherwise, you know, life gets in the way. Things get in the way of your life, I should say. And we have another 5. So that tells me that you're standing in your own way. And what you have at the bottom of the deck is the Two of Cups. That's like a divine coupling. That's a fated union right there. So, and if you're stuck in your head and you're fighting yourself, you're blocking that energy. And what ends up happening when you continually block the universal flow, the universe is finally going to put a foot down and say, wait a minute, let me just blow up your life a little bit and show you how it's going to be. So let's see what else we have here. A little more clarification, and then we'll get you an outcome row and some advice from the universe. Okay, abundance. We have the Empress. This is gorgeous. So if you were to stop, listen to your intuition, listen to your gut, very quickly, all of this abundance is going to come into your life. It's there for you. The Star. You've got this independent, self-sufficient energy with the Queen of Cups, which is, you know, allowing the love in and allowing the heart to be open. And the Star is about a wish, like you've wished upon a star and it's finally yours. Everything you've wished for can be yours. And then you have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is very analytical, and it's interesting that he's here with the Five of Swords and the Nine of Wands. So the King of Swords is kind of like, he's very smart. He knows what he's talking about. And I'm really seeing the King of Swords here as, okay, it's time to get out of your head. You don't need to do it. Look at all the other stuff you got going on here. Okay, I'm here to tell you it's time to get to work. Then we have the Moon card. The Moon can be about deception, lies and deception. It can also be about things that are not known. If you're hiding something from someone or someone's hiding something from you, eventually it's going to come to the surface because the sun is going to come out. This could be the reason why a lot of you are just kind of taking that time out. And it's just so unnecessary. There's really not much. This is crazy. You can't make this stuff up. You know, once things are illuminated, once things are illuminated, okay, this unknown forces of the moon, once all that comes to light, everything can heal. And now you have the Magician with the Knight of Pentacles. You know, you're manifesting very slow moving energy. And then you get the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. right next to the star, which is the wish that you wished upon, the star that you wished upon. And then we have the King of Cups with the Sun and the Five of Swords. Get out of your head so the sun can come out. Illuminate what needs to be illuminated so you can get through it. And then you have the King of Cups energy. I think you have the Queen of Cups as well. You do have the Queen of Cups. So now we have a divine couple here. Then we have the Nine of Swords. I think a lot of you have really spent so much time in your heads that it's caused a lot of sleepless nights. It's caused a lot of unnecessary negativity in your life. I think a lot of you are walking away from things that no longer serve you. Now, I always feel like I have to explain this Eight of Cups. So when I say things that no longer serve you, if you can see that, she is walking away from all of her cups, but she's walking towards the sun. Okay? And what she's walking towards is her wish fulfillment, the Nine of Cups. And when I say you're, walking away from what no longer serves you, what I'm saying is it doesn't necessarily mean a person. It can mean a person. It can mean friends. It can mean a mindset that no longer serves you, and an emotional, an emotion that no longer serves you. It can be anything, a job that no longer serves you. But when you do that, when you cut away all that stuff that no longer serves you, you get to the Nine of Cups, which is your wish fulfillment. And everybody deserves to have their wishes fulfilled. And then we have the King of Wands. So you've got the Knight of Swords, very fast moving. Like he just wants to jump in there and go for it. But you're fighting yourself. You're standing in your own way. And the King of Wands comes in to say, wait a minute. Get out of your own way. There's so much out there. And let me show you the way. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Cups, which is a fated union. We have the Two of Cups twice here. So you have the Emperor, Two of Cups at the bottom of the decks. So let's get an outcome row for you. See where all this is going. I think it's time for you guys. I think a lot of you guys have really spent a lot of time in your head. And I think now it's more time to spend it in your heart and in quiet, to listen to your intuition. You can, and I don't know if I've already said this. I feel like I've said it for every single sign so far this week. Your head and your heart were meant to work together. They're a team. They're a balanced partnership. So if you're allowing just your head to do all the work and you're cutting your heart out, you're blocking the flow. If you are just completely following with your heart, it leaves you vulnerable. It really does. The reason why your head and your heart are supposed to work together is because together as a team, they won't lead you wrong. Everybody deserves to be happy. Everybody deserves love and understanding. But if you're living in your head too much, you're blocking the flow of the heart. As we speak of that, we have the Ten of Cups. This is your outcome row. The Ten of Cups is all about emotional fulfillment. It's allowing your heart to have a say in your life. Then we have Judgment. Judgment is about enlightenment. We have 3 cards here of you like just getting in your own way. And when you get out of your way, you get this enlightenment and you get this emotional fulfillment. And then you have the Ace of Pentacles. You can't make it up. I'm telling you, the Ace of Pentacles, that's a tangible gift. That is, a lot of times they say it's a precursor to marriage. Doesn't have to be. It could be just the start of a wonderful giving relationship, balanced and giving relationship. Let's see what else we have here for you. I think a lot of you have been through a really tough time because you're blocking the flow. You're not allowing these gifts to come to you. And, you know, we have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is like focusing on this little tiny piece of your life and not seeing what's coming at you, not seeing the other gifts that are coming to you. And Judgment is clarified by Judgment. So there's a lot of enlightenment here coming for you guys. And then the Ace of Pentacles is clarified by the Seven of Pentacles. You've put in the work. You've planted those seeds, whether it's within yourself, and I'm feeling like it's within yourself. You've planted those seeds, and like you're almost ready for those to be able to pick that fruit and have all of that. At the bottom, we have the High Priestess. Trust your intuition. First card that came out, High Priestess. Trust your intuition. All right, let's see here. You know, I think some of you really need to take a few minutes and meditate on what your heart really wants, because you've been so stuck in your head. Just take a few minutes and say, you know, I'm going to let my heart speak, and I'm going to trust my intuition on this. I mean, you can tell yourself all day long in your head, nope, I don't want this, I don't want that, I don't want emotional fulfillment, I just want to be left alone. But that's not how life is. It doesn't work that way. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles. I love the Queen of Pentacles. She is so grounded, and she knows who she is. She knows her worth. She knows what she brings to the table. And she's going to show you that, you know. And then we have, once you allow this enlightenment to come to you, you get the Knight of Wands, which is all about passion and bringing passion back into your life. And then I'm telling you, you can't make this stuff up. This could be someone from your past coming back, or you going back to someone in the past, however this is resonating for you. So the last card here is, we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is, like I said, a tangible gift. You've planted the seeds with the Seven of Pentacles. You are allowing the enlightenment to come in. You're starting to look at the gifts that are coming to you for this emotional fulfillment. And then you get the Ten of Pentacles, which is all about balance, security, stability. It's everything. All of this is yours. Just hang on a second. Do we have another one? Get out of your head. Look at this guy. I don't know if you can see him or not. He's just so stuck in his head. Get out of there. It's just not. Oops, it goes over here. You don't need it. You know, it's one thing to be smart and analytical, but it's a whole nother thing to block your heart because you're stuck in your head. So we're going to use the Sacred Destiny Oracle to get some advice for you from the universe. I very rarely take pop-outs, but we have Gateway. Once you get out of your head, you open that gateway to your future. Okay? And on it is a unicorn. I believe in unicorns. They do exist on some level. Freedom. Free yourself from this mental, from this mental garbage you have yourself in. And stillness. Take some time and be quiet and be still and listen to your intuition. Look at your wishes and your wish fulfillment and what you want in your life, the balance, the security, the love, the stability. It's all there for you. But in the stillness is where you're going to find those answers for yourself. And when I say sit in the stillness, I don't mean sit in your head. I mean just sit and feel. You don't necessarily have to do anything. Just feel it and allow yourself to feel it. That can be tough for people. So let's this is the Wisdom of the Oracle. We'll get a few cards here and wrap this up. You've got some great stuff coming for you, but you really need to sit with yourself and really see where you're blocking yourself. Because there's really, I mean, you really just have everything on the table here. All right, we have a change in the wind. It's time to change. You know, it's time to change your outlook. It's time to, I don't know if the Hanged Man came up for you, but it's time to change your perspective a little bit. Loyal heart. There's a loyal heart involved here somewhere. You never hurt or destroy a loyal heart. It's bad juju. Because if you do, you get orphaned. You don't have to be out in the cold. And if you are, you're keeping yourself there for whatever reason. So Aquarius, that's what I have for you today. I hope this helped. Please consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. Like the video, share the videos, leave me a comment. I would love to know how this plays out for you guys. All right, you have a great day. Take care. Bye.